AM 560. The Answer.
The people of the United States, listen to me. War of Caribbean, war South America. No.
You're a drug dealer, Maduro, and I don't give a rip what you say. Don't you ever tell me to listen to you, you fracking scumbag. Nick, Garfield Ridge.
God. Hey, bud. So Brandon Johnson talks about affordability and taxing billionaires and corporations. So my wife and I'm a cop, been a cop in the city for 30 years. My wife's a teacher. We ended up buying a car on Saturday. We had planned to lease it because we thought we'd have a lower monthly payment and put less down.
Yeah.
The sales guy was trying to talk us out of it the whole time. I thought he was trying to scam me because he was a car salesman. But in the end, he shows us, he's like, look, the payment was like $750 on a $55,000 Mazda.
All right.
So he says,
I wish you would have called me. You go by Steve Forrestra. I got the guy. But go ahead.
So it turns out that the city added a lease tax of 11%, and then the 6.25% state tax added $140 per month on the monthly payment for the lease. So he's like, I'm telling you, nobody that lives in the city can afford to lease a car. It's out of control. So, that just goes to what Mayor BJ is talking about with affordability.
Yeah, BJ Nero. Nick, you know what I used to love to when you'd see the half-ass politicians who had their wife's car with the Wisconsin plate. You remember that? They went and got the plate so they could skim the taxes, the rat Democrat scourge.
Yeah.
I tell you, I give you a lot of credit for being there, but what the hell are you doing? You retired yet? 40 years. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I retired from the police department. I'm working part-time at another agency, but we're leaving. We're going to Arizona next spring. We're leaving.
All right, you go talk. I got a friend of mine, Towhead. You talk to Marisi when you get there, all right? We set you up. You got a restaurant and everything. You'll love it. All right, Nick. Take care of yourself.
Take care, bud.
11% for living in Chirac. Dan, Salem, Wisconsin.
John, I got a Facebook page, my personal name, and then one for my tree service, and I'm in Kenosha County, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I seen a post from the sheriff of Kenosha County Sheriff's Department. He said he's not going to cooperate with ICE agents. Ain't that a kick in the rocks?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. That he doesn't have a choice, in my opinion. The idea that we allow these scum to represent cartels. Why don't you do this, Dan? Why don't you ask for a forensic audit of the sheriff's assets and all of the people involved in the sheriff's department? Because why would he represent the cartels? We've got the cartel members talking about.
But it's becoming more difficult, you think?
Yeah.
In a bizarre interview on CNN, an anonymous member of the Sinaloa cartel explained that Trump's immigration and drug policies have put a damper on their black market tradecraft.
And your sheriff, by the way, Dan, just to give you a perspective, the sheriff of Kenosha County is going to side with the Sinaloa cartel member. Do you understand? Just make that known, Dan. Make that known and tell everybody in that county. The sheriff of Kenosha County is protecting the Sinaloas.
Yep.
And the new generation and the gangster disciples. That's how it's got to be explained. That's what you're doing. Whether your intention is you're just too stupid to realize it, I guess that's the excuse for Democrats. And then when you hear them talk, they might be too stupid to understand it.
I don't know where they get that American from. I'm from the continent of Africa.
Come on.
You are the continent of Africa, you fat slob, Jeanette Taylor. Fat pig. Then she's going to pretend she worked. You worked. What'd you ever do? You can't. Putting shoes on is overtime for your fat ass. Got the big cankles and everything, squirrel.
I ain't in the foundational and where you from. I ain't from here.
That's why, squirrel, we got to do the Tonka toilet. You want to get out of there? We got to make a fortune. We do the Tonka toilet. Whatever you do, you don't put that LLC in Illinois stand. That's for damn sure. Greg in Downers Grove.
Hey, Sean, I own a small business in Aurora.
Oh,
from the IRS, well, I got a letter from the IRS today that I was 5 cents short on my federal tax deposit for last quarter. So they're fining me $379.13.
You got to call Leahy. You got to call Johnny Dollar. You got to call Stephen A. Leahy.
I called my accountant. They're going to see what they can do. They said they should get it waived, but still, $379 for 5 cents.
Now, notice how they're on that, though, right? When was the return? Was it 24?
It was just last quarter for payroll.
So you mean what about the government shutdown? Didn't affect you?
It didn't affect me. No, we kept wrenching along.
You should have your accountant call the IRS and tell them that Maria Pappas, they can't get the fracking taxes off for 90 days than when they were supposed to. And now they want to give you a layaway plan on taxes, and they're not paying you. How's that work?
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm retiring in May, and we're going to leave Illinois after I close.
I'm a terrible slave. I'm a terrible slave. And the idea that the IRS arbitrarily does this kind of nonsense, it's preposterous to me. And this is the same IRS that let that Hunter Biden scumbag slide for decades. Decades! The liaison between his crooked rat pig father and the communists and Chinese or the oligarchs in Ukraine. It's amazing.
Don't forget the Reverend Al Sharpton.
Oh, I love it. He can move weight, though. Moving 3 keys a week, that slob of a Democrat. It's amazing, Greg. But Greg in Aurora, 5 cents will cost you $3.80.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a shame, Greg. It's a shame. You should at least tell him to send a massage girl. If you're going to be overcharged, you want to get something for it. Thank you, Greg. That's aggravating, huh? Here's Hunter Biden, the crack-smoking connoisseur.
There's no ethics in what, like someone as horrendously ugly as Miranda Devine, physically and in terms of her, and in terms of.
By the way, Squirrel, this crackhead smoked the teeth right out of his head. He's got his fake caps drilled into his skull because he crack-smoked them out. This filthy scum Democrat low-rent pig, Hunter Biden.
Now, this Fox Business exclusive, Hunter Biden and a former Biden aide invested in 2 Chinese companies with ties to the top levels of the Chinese Communist Party and its military. Emails show that as recent as 2017, Hunter's private equity firm held a 5% stake in Harv's amusement parks, an interest in Harv's.
Hey, Hunter, what'd you do with the 5%, crackhead? What'd you do, scumbag? And you're talking about ugly? All your head needs is a candle in your mouth, you jack-o'-lantern, crack-smoking pig.
Ethics. It does. I mean, she is, and that goes for, Daily Mail and, but I mean.
Brilliant. Was it hard to watch your babysitter marry your father? Was it hard? Or did you get used to it? Low rent. Was it hard to watch your father shower with your sister? Fracking short in the pants, scum that you are. Tom in Blue Island.
Sean Dittos, they're great clips with these scumbag gangbangers from Mexico or whatever. Sean, I have all the sympathy in the world for these poor women and children coming across the border the last 4 years, but the border's closed. It should be shouted every day, the border's closed. And these scumbag jerks, go back to where you're from.
Well, here's
the women and children. I got all the sympathy in the world for.
Well, here's why I don't. Here's why I don't. How would your mother take you to another country? How would your mother do it? How would my mother do it? You'd follow the rules. I don't have any sympathy for somebody who doesn't follow the rules I follow. None at all. If you can't live up to the standard, shut your mouth. You do it legally, or you're a scumbag. Ta-da! It's that simple. Legally, or you're scum. There's not a lot of gray there. 312-642-5600.
He believes in freedom, capitalism, and individual liberty. And because of that, he's become an enemy of the state. He's Sean Thompson, and this is The Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.